Hello, I Gurmeet Singh welcome you to CREATA classes. In this lecture, we will cover exercise 13.3 chapter statistics for class 10th student. Note that this lecture is part of the complete series on statistics for class 10th student. For other lecture, refer the link in the description. Also, you will get the formula list and the quizzes related to other chapters too. So without taking any further time, let's start with the lecture. Let's take question number 1. So this is the question number 1. In this question, the data is given related to the monthly consumption of electricity of 68 consumers of a locality. The data is related to electricity consumption, that is how much electricity the consumers are consuming. Let's understand the data. In the first column, the monthly consumption are given in units. The range is given like 65 to 85. The range has a difference of 20 units. Further, in the second column, we are having the number of consumers. For example, 4 consumers are using the electricity in the range of 65 to 85 units. On the extreme end, 4 consumers are using the electricity in the range of 185 to 205. That is on the larger end. The understanding of the data is very important. It will tell you what we are going to solve in the question. Just blindly applying the formula will give the result, but it will not build the basic understanding. Why we are solving this question, what is the practical implication behind this question. So here we will find median, mean and mode of the data. Firstly, we will find the median. So what is the first step in calculating the median? The first step is adding one more column known as cumulative frequency. And what we do in the cumulative frequency? We add the frequency up to that row. Let's see what I mean. In the first row, the 4 will come. In the second row, addition of all the frequency up to that row will come, which is 4 plus 5. We can add 4 plus 5 or we can also add 4 plus 5. Okay, it will be same, which is 9. Further, in the third row, the addition of all these 3 frequencies will come, which is 4 plus 5 plus 13, which is 22. Or we can also say 9 plus 13. It will also be equal to 22. Got it? This is the cumulative frequency. We are adding all the frequency up to that row. Next, it will be 22 plus 20, that is 42. Further, 42 plus 14, it is 56. 56 plus 8, it is 64. And 64 plus 4, it is 68. We got the cumulative frequency of all the row. Note that here it is 68. It means the addition of all the frequency. If you add all the frequencies, all the consumer, it will comes out to be 68. We can also refer the question in which the data is given related to 68 consumers of a locality. So the addition will be 68. This is a type of cross check. You can refer the data in the question and you can match it with the end row of the column. The addition, it is 68. So let's move further and calculate the median. This is the formula of median. For reference, we will use it at the later stage. The next step in calculating the median is calculating n by 2. And what is n? N is 68. So n by 2, it is 34. Got it? Now we have to locate in which of the cumulative frequency our 34 will come. If you refer the third row, it is having total 22 observation. Up to 22 observation, our third row is coming to the picture. And after 22 observation, our fourth row is starting, which is having up to 42 observation. So our 34th observation will be in the fourth row, this row. Got it? We have to locate in which row our n by 2 will come, which is 34. It will come in the fourth row. Further, this range 125 to 145, it will be called the median class. The range 125 to 145 will be called the median class, and our median will lie somewhere between 125 to 145. Got it? Let's find the other component of the formula. Firstly, L, which is a lower limit of the median class. Our median class is 125 to 145. So the lower limit L, it will be 125. Further, let's find the class interval H, which is upper limit minus lower limit. 145 minus 125, it is 20. Next, the frequency F, which is the frequency of the median class, which is 20. Next, the cumulative frequency CF, which is a cumulative frequency of the class before the median class. So this is the median class and this class is before the median class. So CF will be 22. Got it? CF is not the cumulative frequency of the median class. It is a cumulative frequency of the class before the median class. So here we got CF as 22. We got all the component of the formula. Let's put it into the formula. Let's solve it. On solving, we got the median as 137. Note that 137 is in the range of 125 to 145. So our understanding and the answer is correct. The median, it is 137. Got it? We got one part of the question. Next, we will find the mode. Mode and median are somewhat similar. So let's calculate the mode. This is the formula of the mode. Let's find the various component of this formula. Our first step in calculating the mode is locating the maximum frequency. Out of all these frequencies, 20 is the maximum frequency, which will be called F1, the maximum frequency. And the range corresponding to the maximum frequency, it will be the modal class. So the range 125 to 145 will be the modal class. Okay, and the lower limit of this modal class, it is L. So we got L, that is the lower limit of the modal class, as 125. Further, the class interval we have already calculated. It is upper limit minus lower limit. 145 minus 125, it is 20. F1 we got as 20. And what is F0 and F2? F0 is a frequency before the modal class frequency, and F2 is a frequency after the modal class frequency. F0 we got as 13, F2 we got as 14. Okay, we got all the component. Now we can easily use the formula. Let's put all the values into the formula. Further, let's solve it. On solving, we got the answer, that is mode as 135.77. Note that our answer, that is the mode 135.77, is in the range of 125 to 145. So again our answer is correct. The mode should be in the range of the modal class. Got it? We have calculated the median, we have calculated the mode. Now let's find the mean. The first step in calculating the mean is adding one more column called the xi, the class mark, the observation, which is the midpoint of the range. We are having the range, for example, like 65 to 85. We have to locate the midpoint. The midpoint, it is 75. We can also use the formula, the lower limit plus upper limit upon 2, which is 65 plus 85 upon 2, which is 75. Or you can directly locate the midpoint by seeing the observation, the range. We can easily locate the midpoint, which is 75. In the next row, the midpoint of 85 to 105, it is 95. Further, the midpoint of 105 to 125, it is 115. Further, it is 135, 155, 175 and 195. You are open to use the formula, the lower limit plus upper limit upon 2, or you can directly locate the midpoint. We got the column as xi. Now we are open to use the direct method. This is a formula, or we can go to the next method, that is the assumed mean method, and this is the formula. And how we decide which method we will use? It will base on the simplicity of the calculation. Here, if we use the direct method, we have to multiply fi with xi, and the calculation will become tough. So we will go to the next method, that is the assumed mean method. And what we do in the assumed mean method, we calculate the deviation, which is di. And how we calculate the deviation? We assumed any of these observation as the assumed mean, and we subtract the assumed mean from all the value of the observation. Let's see what I am saying. The first step is assuming any of these values as assumed mean. We generally take the middle number as assumed mean. Here we will take 135 as assumed mean, which is A. But you are open to take any of the value as assumed mean. The answer will not change. Okay. So we got A as 135. The next step, we will calculate the deviation. We will subtract our assumed mean from all these values. 75 minus 135, it is minus 60. 95 minus 135, it is minus 40. Further, it is minus 20, 0, 20, 40 and 60. We got the value of deviation, which is di. Okay. Now again we are having two options. Either we can go with the assume mean method, in which we will calculate Fy into di, or we can go to the next method, which is a step deviation method. So how we choose in which method we have to go? It depends on the class size, whether we can divide all the values of the deviation with the class size or not. Let's understand this. Firstly, let's see what is the class size, which is upper limit minus lower limit. For example, 85 minus 65, it is 20. In all these ranges, our class size is same, that is 20. We got HS20. Now the next question is whether we can divide all these values of the deviation with 20, that is class size. If the answer is yes, we will go to the next method, that is the step deviation method. Else we will retain the assume mean method. Here the answer is yes, we can easily divide all the values of the deviation with the class size, which is 20. So we will go to the next method, which is the step deviation method. So this is the formula of step deviation method. Here we have to calculate Fy into Ui. For that we have to calculate Ui, which is deviation upon class size. So here we will divide all these values of the deviation with 20, which is the class size. Minus 60 upon 20, it is minus 3. Minus 40 upon 20, it is minus 2. Further, it is minus 1, 0, 1, 2 and 3. If you are feeling I am going slightly fast, you can pause the video and check all the calculation. Okay, it will be helpful. We got Ui. Next step, let's find Fy into Ui, in which we will multiply all the values of Fy with all the values of Ui for each row. Here for the first row, 4 into minus 3, it is minus 12. 5 into minus 2, it is minus 10. Further, minus 13, 0, 14, 16 and 12. We got the value of Fy into Ui. Let's add all the values of Fy into Ui to get sigma Fy into Ui, which will be 7. And also we need the addition of all the values of the frequency. So sigma Fy, let's add all the values of the Fy, it is 68. You can add all the values of the frequency, or you can refer the question. The data is given with respect to 68 consumer. So the data is already given, but still you are open to add all the values of the frequency. So this is the formula of the step deviation method. Here A, which is assumed mean, which we know it is 135. H, we know it is 20. Let's put all the values. On solving, we got the mean as 137.05. Which is the answer? We got the mean, we got the median and we got the mode. That is the answer of the question. Okay, we have done with the question number 1. Let's move to question number 2. So this is the question. In this question, the median of the given data is given as 28.5 and we have to find the missing value x and y. If you refer the given table, we are having the missing value of x and y that we have to find. This question is similar to the example number 8 that we have taken down in the previous lecture. So we will go in the same line. Here median is given, so we will not find the median. We will go in the reverse order. Let's see. What is the first step in the question related to the median of the group data? We add one more column called the cumulative frequency. And what is cumulative frequency? We add the frequency up to the row. If you observe, the first column is the class interval and the second column is the frequency, and we added the third column as cumulative frequency. In the first row, the frequency will come, that is 5. In the second row, we will add the frequency up to the second row, which is 5 plus x. Got it? In the third row, we will add all these frequencies, or we can add these two frequencies, it will be same. So 20 plus 5 plus x, it will be 25 plus x. Similarly, in the fourth row, we will add these two, which is 15 plus 25 plus x, which is 40 plus x. In the fifth row, we will add y plus 40 plus x, which is 40 plus x plus y. Further, here we will add these two cells, which is 45 plus x plus y. We got the complete table related to the cumulative frequency. Let's move further. This is the formula of the median. Let's see how we get the various data. Here the median in the question, it is given as 28.5. And what is median? Median is the central point of the given data, the central tendency. Here these are the class interval or the ranges. Can you tell me in which of these ranges our median will come? Our median is 28.5. So this will come in this range, in the range between 20 to 30. Got it? This range or this class will be called the median class, the class in which our median is lying. Okay? Further, what will be this frequency? The frequency of the median class frequency is f. We got the value of f as 20, which is also coming in the formula. Further, here L is the lower limit of the median class, and this is a median class, so 20 will be the lower limit of median class, which is L. And what will be CF? CF is the cumulative frequency of the class preceding the median class, or the class before the median class. And this is the median class, so CF will be this cumulative frequency, the cumulative frequency before the median class frequency. We got CF as 5 plus x. And what is the class size? It is upper limit minus lower limit, that is 30 minus 20. We got class size, that is h as 10. Further, what will be n? N is the total addition of the frequency, which in the question is given as 60. So we got n as 60. So we got most of the values of the formula. Let's put all this value into the formula. Here if you observe, only x is missing. So if we solve this equation, we will get the value of x. So let's solve the equation. On solving, we got the value of x as 8. We got one of the component. In the question, we have to find the value of x and y. We got x as 8. Further, let's find the value of y. Here if you observe the last term of the cumulative frequency, 45 plus x plus y, it is a total addition of the frequency. Cumulative frequency, it is the addition of all the frequency up to that row. This is the last row, it means it is the total addition of the frequency. And in the question itself, the total it is given as 60. So we can correlate this value with the 60. Here x we have just calculated as 8. Now we can easily solve for y. On solving, we got the value of y as 7. We got x as 8 and y as 7. We got the answer. Got it? This is important question, and these type of questions are generally asked in the examination, so you should know it. So we have done with this question. Let's move to next question. So this is the question. Firstly, let's understand the question. Understanding the question is very important. In this question, the data is given regarding the number of policy holders and their age. The policies regarding the life insurance. On the first column, we are having the age of the policy holders. In the second column, we are having the number of policy holder. For example, if we talk about the first row, we are having two number of policy holders who are below the age of 20. Further, we are having 6 policy holders who are having the age below 25. This question is somewhat similar to the question that we have done in the NCERT example questions. So this is also an important question. Let's see how we take down this question. Here let's understand the first two rows and let's try to do the interpretation of the data. The first row, it is showing we are having two policy holders who are below the age of 20. And in the question it is given the minimum age to have the policy, it is 18 years of age. So we can say we are having two people or the two policy holders in the age group of 18 to 20. Got it? Here the data in the first column is given in slightly in different format, not in the range format. So we have to convert this data into the range format, the minimum to maximum range. The first row we have converted, that is from 18 to 20 years of age, we are having two policy holders. Got it? Let's see the second row. Here the data is given. Below the age of 25, we are having total 6 policy holders. What does it mean? If we read this line with respect to the first row, that is in the first row we are having 2 people below the age of 20. Now we are having 6 people below the age of 25. So can we say in the range of 20 to 25 age we are having only 4 people? Let's understand this. Below the age of 25 we are having total 6 people. Out of these 6 people there will be 2 people which are having the age below 20. So in the range of 20 to 25, we will be left with only 4 people or the 4 policy holder. So we can write from the age 20 to 25, we are having 4 policy holder. Further, if we talk about the third row, here we are having 24 people below the age of 30, and already we have seen we are having 6 people below the age of 25. So out of this 24 people, we are already having 6 people below the age of 25. So we can say between the age of 25 to 30, we are having only 18 policy holder. And how we get this number as 18? It is 24 minus 6. Total 24 people, and we have just excluded the 6 people below the age of 25. Similarly, we can say from the age of 30 to 35, we are having 45 minus 24. That is 21 people. From age 35 to 40, we are having 78 minus 45. That is 33 policy holders. From 40 to 45, 11 policy holder. 45 to 50, 3 policy holder. 50 to 55, 6 policy holder. And 55 to 60, only 2 policy holder. Got it? We have changed the data into the range form, the data in which we are used to solve the question. Okay, so we got the normal data and we have to find the median of the given data. What we will do? We will add next column, which is the cumulative frequency column. Here if you observe, the first column is the class interval or the observation, the second column is the frequency, and the third column is the cumulative frequency. And cumulative frequency is the frequency, the addition of the frequency up to that row. In the first row, it will be same as 2. In the second row, it will be the addition of frequency up to second row, which is 2 plus 4, which is 6. Further, in the third row, it will be the addition of all these 3 frequency, or 6 plus 18. Both will be same. So 6 plus 18 we got as 24. Here it is 24 plus 21, which is 45. Here it is 45 plus 33, which is 78. Here it is 89, 92, 98 and 100. I am slightly adding the calculation fast. If you want to recheck, you can pause the video and observe the calculation. Got it? Let's move further. We got cumulative frequency column, and this is the formula of the median. Let's find the various component of this formula. But before that, what is the first step? We have to locate the median class. And how we locate the median class? We find n by 2. Here what is n? N, it is 100. So n by 2, it is 100 upon 2, which is 50. And we have to locate in which row our 50th observation is coming. Up to the 4th row, we are having 45 observation. And after the 4th row, in the 5th row, we are having the observation from 46 to 78. So in the 5th row, our 50th observation will come. So what we called this row or this class, we will call this class as a median class. The range 35 to 40 is a median class, and our answer will lie between 35 to 40 only. That is, our median will lie between 35 to 40. Let's proceed further and let's identify the various components of the formula. L is the lower limit of the median class. Here 35 is the lower limit of the median class, which is L. And here 33 is the frequency of the median class, which is F. And what is H? H is the class size, which is upper limit minus lower limit. 40 minus 35, it is 5. And what is CF? CF is the cumulative frequency before the median class frequency. So here 45 will be CF. We got all the component. Let's use the formula. Let's put all the values into the formula. On solving, we got our answer as 35.76 years. That is the median age. The median age is 35.76 years. It means 50% of the policyholders will be above the age of 35.76 years and 50% of the policyholder will be below the age of 35.76 years. It is the middle line. So we have done with this question. Let's move to next question. Here this is the question number 4. In this question, the data is given regarding the length of the 40 leaves of a plant. We are having a plant which is having 40 leaves, or we have taken the data of the 40 leaves. The length of the 40 leaves data is given. In the first column, we are having the length of the leaf in millimeter mm. In the second column, we are having the number of leaves. For example, 3 leaves are having the length in the range of 118 to 126. 5 leaves are in the range of 127 to 135. Similarly, the range or the data is given regarding the length of the leaves and the number of leaves. And here in this question, we have to find the median length of the leaf. That is, we have to calculate the median of the data. This is important question because the range is somewhat distorted. If you review all the previous questions, the range is somewhat distorted. Now the question is that before we proceed, can you locate what is the error in the ranges of this question? You can pause the video and you can refer the previous questions of the mean or the mode or even the medians. What is wrong with the ranges? Pause the video, think, go back and again come here. To understand this error, let's take the first two rows. The lower limit of the second row should match with the upper limit of the first row. Here the upper limit of first row it is 126 and the lower limit of second row it is 127. So we are having the missing value from 126 to 127. So this is the error. And in the questions related to the mean, mode and median, the ranges should match. That is, the upper range of the first row should match with the lower range of the second row. Similarly, this should match in the complete all rows. Here we are having the data from 127 to 135 and also we are having the data from 136 to 144. But the data from 135 to 136 it is missing. Only the range is missing. In reality or in the actual case, we are not having anything in between 135 to 136. Or we are not having anything in between 126 to 127. Just we are having the data, but in doing the calculation, the upper range of the first row should match with the lower range of the second row. Okay? And how we solve this question? We will fill the gap. We are having several gaps. We will fill the gap using some assumptions. Let's take a number line and let's draw all these ranges and let's try to visualize this concept. This is one of the important concepts and you should know it. We have taken a number line and we have taken all the ranges. The first it is from 118 to 126. Second it is 127 to 135. We are having the gap from 126 to 127. Similarly, in all these ranges, we are having a gap of 1 unit and we have to fill this gap. What is the solution? Let's increase the upper limit of all these ranges by 0.5 and let's decrease the lower range of all this range by 0.5. By doing so, we can fill the gap. Okay, we have increased the upper limit by 0.5 and we have decreased the lower limit by 0.5. The question may be coming in your mind, will this not distort our data? No, this will not distort our data. For example, if we talk about 127 to 135, we are having 5 leaves. It means that 5 leaves are having the length from 127 to 135. Now also our data is true. That is, we are having 5 leaves whose length are 126.5 to 135.5. The number of leaves are not changed, only we have changed the range. Just for understanding, I am taking one more example. It will be a quick example. We are having a box of mangoes. Suppose we are having 20 mangoes in this box. Can we say the number of mangoes in the box is between 15 to 25? Yes, we can say so. It is having 20 mango, it is lying in this range. Or we can say the number of the mangoes in this box is from 10 to 30. or 5 to 35 or 0 to 40, anything, all these ranges are true. We are having the number of mangoes as 20. So all this data is true. We have not done anything or the distortion with the data. Just we have played with the range. I have taken some extra time to go to the deep concept, but believe me, this is important and questions are generally asked based on this concept. Let's update the table. Let's update all the ranges with our new ranges. Okay students, we got our new table with the new ranges. Now we can easily solve for the median using our traditional way of solving the question. What we will do, we will add one more column, which is the cumulative frequency column. And what we do in the cumulative frequency, we add the frequency. In the first row, it will be 3. In the second row, it will be 3 plus 5, which is 8. In the third row, it will be 8 plus 9, which is 17. In the fourth row, it is 17 plus 12, which is 29. Next, it is 34, 38, and 40. We got the cumulative frequency column. And this is the formula of the median. Our first step is finding n by 2. Here n is the total addition of the frequency or the last column of the cumulative frequency, which is the addition of all these values, which is 40. So n it is 40, n by 2 it is 20. Next step, we have to locate in which row our n by 2, that is 20, is coming. Here the 20th observation is coming in this row. Up to third row we are having total 17 observation. Up to fourth row we are having 29 observation. So our 20th observation will come in the fourth row. Further, this class will be called the median class. 144.5 to 153.5 will be called the median class, and the corresponding frequency will be f. We got f as 12, and the lower limit of the median class will be L, that is the lower limit. So 144.5 will be L, and H is the class size, upper limit minus lower limit. 153.5 minus 144.5, it is 9. And what is CF? Cumulative frequency of the row before the median class row. So here 17, it will be CF. We got all the values. Let's put it into the formula. Let's solve it. We got the median as 146.75. That is the answer. If you observe, this median is coming in our median class range. So our answer is correct. Okay. We got the median length of the leaf as 146.75 mm. So we have done with this question. Let's move to next question. So this is the question number 5. The data is given regarding the total lifetime of 400 neon lamps. We are having some neon lamps, and we have calculated the total lifetime of these neon lamps. In the first column, we are having the total lifetimes in hours. In the second column, we are having the number of lamps. For example, 14 lamps, the range, that is the lifetime of these 14 lamps, are from 1500 to 2000 hours. 56 lamps are having the lifetime as 2000 to 2500 hours. So these are the data given, and we have to find the median of the given data. So what is the first step in calculating the median? We add one more column, which is the cumulative frequency column. And what we do in the cumulative frequency column? We add the frequency up to that row. The first column is the class interval or the observation. The second column is the frequency. That is how many times our observations are repeating. So we will add the frequency in the cumulative frequency column. In the first row, it will be 14. In the second row, it is 14 plus 56, which is 70. Further, in the third row, it is 70 plus 60, which is 130. Here it will be 130 plus 86, which is 216. Here 216 plus 74, which is 290. Further, here it is 290 plus 62, which is 352. Here it is 352 plus 48, which is 400. So we have got the cumulative frequency column. The total it is 400, which is already given in the question. So our calculation is right. Further, we have to find the median. This is the formula. Our next step in the median is calculating n by 2. N it is given as 400. So n by 2 it is 400 upon 2 which is 200. Okay, we got n by 2. The next step we have to locate in which row our 200 will come, or our 200th observation will come in which row. It will come in the fourth row. Up to the third row we are having 130 observation. In the fourth row we are having the observation after 130 till 216. So our 200th observation will come in the fourth row. Got it? So this class will be called the median class, 300 to 3500. And what is the lower limit of this class? It will be L, which is 3000, and the corresponding frequency will be F. So we got F as 86. And what is H? The class size. It is upper range or the upper limit minus lower limit. 3500 minus 3000, it is 500. And what is CF? CF is the cumulative frequency before the median class cumulative frequency. So 130 will be CF. We got all the values. Simply use the formula. Let's put all the values. Let's solve it. On solving, we got our answer as 3406.98 hours. That is the median life of a lamp. So we have done with this question. Let's move to next question. So this is the question number 6. Firstly, let's observe this question. In this question, the data is given regarding 100 surname. In the first column, we are having the number of letters. In the second column, we are having the number of surnames. For example, 6 surnames are having the total letters from 1 to 4. Got it? We have taken the surname. We have calculated how many letters that surname is having. For example, suppose the surname is Singh, S-I-N-G-H. It is having 5 letters. Here in the first row, we are having 6 surnames which are having the number of letters from 1 to 4. In the second row, we are having 30 surnames which are having the number of letters from 4 to 7. Similarly, on the extreme end, we are having 4 surnames which are having the number of letters from 16 to 19. Very huge surname. Can you give some examples in the comment section? Further, we have to calculate the median, the mean, and the mode. All the 3 data we have to calculate in this question. This question will be slightly long. Firstly, we will calculate the median. And what is the first step in calculating the median? We find the cumulative frequency. We will add one more column of the cumulative frequency in which we will add the frequency up to that row. In the first row, our normal frequency 6 will come. In the second row, we will add these two frequencies, 6 plus 30, which is 36. In the third row, we will add these two frequencies, which is the addition of all the 3 rows of frequency, 36 plus 40, which is 76. Here it will be 76 plus 16, which is 92. Here 92 plus 4, which is 96. Further 96 plus 4, it is 100. We got the last column of the cumulative frequency as 100, which is the addition of all these frequencies. You can also cross-check in the question. The data is given regarding 100 surnames and the number of surnames are the frequency. So our addition or the calculation in the cumulative frequency is exactly correct. 100 and 100 are matching. Further, this is the formula of the median. Our next step in calculating the median is finding n by 2. And it is 100. So n by 2, it will be 100 upon 2, which is 50. Next step, we have to locate in which row our 50th observation is coming, or in which row our n by 2th observation is coming. If you observe, it will come in the row number 3. Up to second row, we are having total 36 observation. Up to third row, we are having total 76 observation. So our 50th observation will come in the third row. So this will be called the median class. The range 7 to 10 will be the median class, and our answer, that is the median, will come in the range 7 to 10. Got it? We got the median class, and the lower limit of the median class, it is called L. So L we got as 7, and the corresponding frequency is F. We got F as 40. Further, the class size h, it is upper range or the upper limit minus lower limit. 10 minus 7, it is 3. And what is CF? CF is the cumulative frequency before the median class frequency. So 36 will be CF. We got all the values. Let's use the formula. Let's put all the values. On solving, we got the median as 8.05. The median number of letters is 8.05. That is the answer of one part of the question. Okay, we have calculated the median. Next, we will go to the mode. So let's refresh the data. This is the formula of the mode. Our first step in calculating the mode is locating the maximum frequency. This is the frequency column. Out of all these frequencies, 40 is the maximum frequency, which will be F1. Further, the class corresponding to maximum frequency is a modal class. That is, the class 7 to 10 is the modal class, and the lower limit of the modal class is L. So we got L as 7. And h is a class size, which is upper limit minus lower limit. 10 minus 7, which is 3. Further, what is f0 and f2? F0 is the frequency before the model class frequency, and f2 is the frequency after the model class frequency. We got f0 as 30 and f2 as 16. We got all the values of the formula. Let's put all the values into the formula. On solving, we got the mode as 7.88. The model number of letters is 7.88. That is the second part of the question. Okay, we got two parts. The third part, the mean, which will be slightly long, the number of calculation will be large. That's why we have taken it in the end. Further, let's find mean. What is the first step in calculating the mean? We add one more column, which is xi, which is class mark. And how we find the class mark? Class marks are the midpoint of the range. For example, the range 1 to 4, the midpoint, it will be 2.5. You are also open to use the formula, that is lower limit plus upper limit upon 2, which is 1 plus 4 upon 2, it is 2.5. Similarly, we will locate the midpoint of all the ranges. 4 to 7, the midpoint, it will be 5.5. 7 to 10, it is 8.5. 10 to 13, it is 11.5. Further, 14.5 and 17.5. You can use the formula or you can locate directly the midpoint. What is the next step? We can use the direct method to find the mean. This is the formula. Or we can go with the assumed mean method, and this is the formula. You can use any of the two methods, the answer will be same. We generally choose the method in which our calculation will be smaller. So here, if we use the direct method, we have to multiply fi into xi. The calculation will be slightly tough. So we will go to the next method, which is the assumed mean method. And what we do in the assumed mean method? Out of all these values of the class marks or the observation, we take any of the one value as the assumed mean and we subtract that value from all the values of the observation so that we can get the value of deviation, which is di. Let's see what I'm talking about. Let's add one more column, which is di. Firstly, let's assume any of the value of the observation as assumed mean. Generally, we take the middle value. Here 11.5, let's assume this as assumed mean. But note that you are open to take any of the values assumed mean, the answer will be same. Generally, we take the middle value for simpler calculation. Let's subtract 11.5 from all the values of the observation. Here 2.5 minus 11.5, it is minus 9. 5.5 minus 11.5, it is minus 6. Similarly, minus 3, 0, 3 and 6. We got the value of deviation. Next step, we can use the assumed mean method or we can move to the next method, which is the step deviation method. The answer will be same. Here we will go with the step deviation method. What we do in the step deviation method, we add one more column, which is ui, in which we divide the deviation with the class size. For that, we have to calculate the class size. Class size is h, which we have already calculated as 3. The upper limit minus lower limit, 4 minus 1, it is 3. Let's divide all the values of the deviation with 3. Minus 9 upon 3, it is minus 3. Further, it is minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1 and 2. We got ui. Let's add one more column, which is fy into ui. Let's multiply fy into ui. 6 into minus 3, it is minus 18. 30 into minus 2, it is minus 60. Further, minus 40, 0, 4 and 8. We got fy into ui. And this is the formula of step deviation method. Here we have to calculate sigma fy into ui and sigma fi. For that, let's add all the values of fy into ui. We got sigma fy into ui as minus 106. And let's add all the values of fi, which is already given in the question as 100 surnames. Now we got all the values in the formula. Let's put all the values. On solving, we got the mean as 8.32. Got it? We have solved this question. We got the median, we got the mode, and we got the mean. Very long question. So we have done with this question. Let's move to next question. So this is the question. Our first step, let's observe the question. In this question, the data is given regarding 30 students of a class, and the data is regarding the weight and the number of students. In the first column, we are having the weight of the student. In the second column, we are having the number of students. For example, the two students are having the weight in the range of 40 to 45. The three students are having the weight in the range of 45 to 50. On the extreme end, we are having two students who are having the weight in the range of 70 to 75. Tell me in the comment section in which column your weight is lying. And further in this question, we have to find the median of the given data. So let's approach the question. Very simple question. Here our next step is to add one more column, which is the cumulative frequency column, in which we add the frequency. In the first row it will be 2. In the second row it will be the addition of 2 plus 3, which is 5. In the third row it will be addition of 5 plus 8, which is 13. Further 13 plus 6, which is 19. Further 25, 28 and 30. The last column we got the addition of all the frequency, which is 30, which is matching with the data given in the question of 30 students in a class. Got it? Our calculation of the cumulative frequency is correct. Further, we have to find the median. This is the formula of median. Our first step in calculating the median is calculating n by 2. And what is n? N is 30. So n by 2, it is 30 upon 2, which is 15. So we have to locate in which row our 15th observation will come. It will come in the 4th row. So this row or this class interval will be called the median class. The range 55 to 60, it is the median class range. So the lower range or the lower median class range is 55. We got L as 55. H is the class size, the upper limit minus lower limit, 55 minus 60, it is 5. F is the corresponding frequency of the median class, which is 6. We got F as 6. And CF is the cumulative frequency before the median class frequency, which is 13. We got all the values. Simply put it into the formula and let's solve it. On solving, we got the median as 56.67 kg. The median weight of the complete class is 56.67 kg. That is the answer of the question. Okay, got it? We have done with the question number 7. So students, we have done with this lecture. Hope you have enjoyed the lecture. If so, please like, share and subscribe. And also check out the description for various resources related to class 10th, like the continuing lecture, the lectures related to other topics, and the PDF of the formula list. All this in the description, check it out. So that's it for this lecture. Thank you very much for being with CREATA Classes. Have a great day. Bye for now.